like to take a minute to talk through the service wall, a couple of the details about it. This is a wall that's going to take our electrical service from the power company. We'll relocate our current meter to here, and there'll be a run for each of the houses. So we're the existing house that we're in now, and then there's one of these conduits goes all the way down to the new house. So there's a couple of different ways you could do a service wall. You could just do this with I think 4x6 or 6x6 posts and some pressure treated, and they'll mount the boxes to that. In our case, I thought to maybe future proof this a little bit, I went ahead and did a 10-foot footer. So the footing is about 8 inches thick and it's about 10 feet long and 16 inches wide. I put some steel reinforcement in there, some of the 6x6 mesh, plus a couple of sticks of rebar. A few of those on the two ends stick up, and then I'm going to actually pour all the cells of this wall. A big reason for that is that as I'm mounting things to it, you can tell as you run tap cons into just a regular block, you're really only getting just the inch thick wall of the block. This way, as we're mounting all of the panels and clamps and everything, when we're running tap cons, we can run a little bit longer tap con and be going into concrete. So that's kind of the plan for this. I am terrible at block work. It's probably the thing that I've done absolutely the least. I think I've only done about a 2 or 3 course wall, like half wall, stem wall kind of thing. And that turned out terrible. And this is probably not much better than that. But I love it for its durability. It's very weatherproof. So I guess I was planning, instead of scoring the joints and everything so I can move a little bit quicker, I'll probably just scratch coat this like stucco. I've never done stucco before. I thought this would be a good chance to kind of learn how to do that well as well. So I make my way pretty slow. I mix the mud. We're in Florida. It's hot. Today it's just after New Year's actually, and it's 85 I think today, or 83 today. It's hot, sunny, and it's actually a little bit humid. I've been mixing the mud kind of thin. That means I've been stacking the crossbars as I go and setting the blocks into that. That holds it up a little bit, but then by the time that I'm done with a batch of mud, it's starting to dry up already. And so that kind of helps me that it'll be loose when I start. It'll probably be firm by the time I end. That's probably the biggest challenge I'm having. A couple of other things. The block are salvaged block. They were here on the property when we moved here. We pressure washed them, cleaned them up, but they have a lot of chips. And so I've been trying to, that's kind of another reason I didn't plan on just scoring or kind of just pointing the grooves or whatever, because some of the blocks will be missing a corner and that wouldn't probably work out so well. So I'll probably just, kind of strike into joints. Sorry, that's what I was trying to think of the word, strike into joints. We'll probably just end up covering all those holes over and everything. And you can tell the block are different colors. They're just a lot of different condition of the block. So we're making our way up this, and as I've been going along, I've been pouring the cells. So we've actually already poured, I think, at least two rows of this. The courses I think are actually already poured. I keep doing that so that I don't have to lift a bucket so high. So I'll probably run more course, and then I'll start mixing in the mixer and filling in all the cells. You might be wondering why such a long wall for just a few electrical panels. If I ever decide someday to put a whole house generator, this would be a great location to put that. I'll also have plenty of wall space to mount some of the transfer switch and any of the boxes like that. So I thought just to go ahead and make a long wall. On the other side of this wall is actually where our well is located. Right now I tucked the water conditioner and the pressure tank underneath the existing house under kind of a porch. It's really difficult to get there and service anything. It's kind of an inconvenient location, but it is out of the weather. I'd hoped to also, on the other side of this, someday build a little like well house and be able to move all the water softener and all the equipment into that. I'll have them also mount me an outlet here coming off of this panel. We'll probably try to go through that wall and put an outlet on the other side of that wall, and that will allow me to plug in the water softener, which right now kind of goes through a window. So it's kind of all temporary at the moment. This will give it a more permanent home. I think that's enough of a break for now. I better get back to it. I'm running out of daylight, and it's kind of my last day before I have to go back to work. So let's see if I can get a few more courses put up and see if I can get some of the cells filled.